to take a minute and share with you another game resource that I found called Gimkit. Gimkit is another interactive game offering several different options for kids to be able to interact with content and start to review activities in your class. And I know we're getting into testing season, so this might be just a different platform to use with kids to keep them engaged and actively learning new and different types of ways to review information. Gimkit is a little bit different in the fact that there's not different versions available, meaning oftentimes there's a free version, there's paid versions, there's subscription versions. So with Gimkit, they only offer it in the fact that you can open up an account for free, and I synced everything I have, obviously, to the Google sign-in, and they put you on an automatic 30-day trial. Now, I will tell you that you are not asked to submit any type of billing information, so you don't have to put a credit card in or anything like that. They just automatically start you on a trial version. And for me, I'm just going to try this out for the last 30 days of school or so and see how it goes for my kids. So I've already started my account, so I'm going to click login. And I always log in with Google because we want to make sure our life is kept as simple as possible with limited different emails and usernames and all that good stuff. Once you enter in, you're going to be given two different options. The most common one that you're going to see is Gimkit Live that you want to choose from. Gimkit Inc. is not one that I have found relevant yet, but you may want to play around with that. The one I'm going to go over today is just the one on the left. And you'll see also down here that your trial of Gimkit Pro ends in 30 days. So this is, again, just notifying me and giving me the option to upgrade if I want to, but I still have access to the free version to try it out. Now from here, if you'll notice, you have several options. It looks very familiar to some of the other gaming platforms, and it works very similar. It's just the fact that the games are different and a little bit they have a little bit more variety inside of them. So you can create your own if you want to. So you can go to New Kit, you can name it, choose the language and the subject, and go through the process of adding questions if you'd like to, but you can also search. So let's just say we're looking for one on U.S. history, which I can't spell. I'm so sorry. And look at that, it even figured out that I couldn't spell, and it still came up with some different types of choices for me. Okay, let's take a look. I've typed in U.S. history, and I've got several that have popped up. I look at several things. Number one, how many questions are offered. I also look at how long ago they were made, if it's within a year or if it was several months ago. So I'm going to just go ahead and pick one. And as I pick this one, I'll see all the general questions that are topics over that particular area. And then I'll go ahead and click underneath of it, and I'll see what it's set up like. And this one is set up almost kind of similar to Jeopardy in a way, where they give you the topic, and then you have to match the correct statement that goes with it. Now, the other thing I want to show you too is, let's go into play mode for a second. When I click play, here what I'll see is I've got several choices. These are all of the different game modes I have. Now, these two, classic and team mode, I would say kind of mimic Kahoot very much in a similar way. They've got this other one called super rich mode, which is all about money and the kids making a certain amount of money for what they're doing. They also have a drawing one. I was playing this one, Trust No One. This was kind of fun because I'm always telling the kids, trust no one, just teasing them a little bit. So I clicked on this game and I was like, oh, this is cool. And what I did like is that it tells me what the game mode is going to be like. And it gives me a little bit of more of an explanation, whereas some of the game platforms don't do that. So great, it tells me a little bit more about it. I can change the number of imposters that I want to have, investigations that might go on. So it really kind of takes a different spin on the game. This one's very much of a mystery-orientated one, and then I can adjust the settings how I want to. I click continue, and then of course it's going to pop up again, very similar to Kahoot, where it'll have tell you it needs at least 4 players to start, and then you'll see your code and where they go to log in. Now this is just if you want kids to jump in and play. Let's say that, for example, you want to create a class. Now you can, you're more than welcome to. There is not an option for you to Google sync it to your classes, so it doesn't sync to Classroom, and I'm sorry about that, but it doesn't. But if you want to create a class, you just simply go to Classes, you go to New Class, name it. So for me, I'm just going to say first, again with my spelling, first period, assign a color just for you to be able to obviously separate it, click Create Class. Now for the members option, so what you could do is just click the copy link button and then go over to your Google Classroom and paste it inside of your stream if you wanted to get students to come in that way. And what happens is when you do that, when you click the link and put it inside of Classroom, students will go through the link and they're going to be prompted to sign in. And you want them to sign in through their Google associated account, which is what they're used to doing. So they do a Google sign in and now you've created a class. So you don't have to add the kids if you don't want to. This is just simply for your information or if you want to. And then you can go in here to your members and check to see who has joined and who has not. You can go through the invitation period where you actually physically invite them. But again, I would probably just, if I wanted to create a class, I would copy the link and paste it into Classroom. So overall, as a trial period, it's been a pretty interesting game and fun for kids to interact with, and they've seemed to have enjoyed having a different type of platform to play with. So I'd encourage you to check it out, see if it's something that's relative for you and what you're doing. Hope you have a great day.